Hello friends, कैसे हैं? Friends, for many years I've worked on the brain, right? And I know the nature of my brain because since childhood I loved the one who thinks and the one who can create. And therefore, you know, this is a candid sharing of my experiences that when I meditate and I feel very good, I transcend into samadhi. And when I come back out of it, the brain is little slow. But then I know how to invigorate it because I know that questioning is the best way to stimulate your mind. Therefore, I asked AI today, ask me a question. And she asked me a very interesting question, which movie are you going for? I told her, यादों के झरोखों से जो एक मूवी मुझे स्पिरिचुअल बहुत अच्छी लगी थी, ईट ड्रिंक एंड प्रे और ईट ड्रिंक एंड लव, समथिंग लाइक दैट. But that was a good movie, which was about the realization of the self. And the whole journey was explained in 3 hours time, how that girl reaches up to the level of self realization. अब सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन में अगर देखें तो कहते हैं वानर है, फिर नर है और फिर नारायण है. वानर है, वानर का हाईएस्ट फॉर्म हनुमान जी को दिखाते हैं बिकॉज उनमें बल बुद्धि विद्या सब हैं. फिर नर है इंसान. इंसान का मतलब ये हो गया कि जो अपने लिए खाली सोचता है, अपने लिए करता है. लेकिन फिर उसके ऊपर भगवान गॉड, मतलब ये ही सेल्फ रियलाइज्ड पर्सन हु थिंक्स फॉर अदर्स ऑल्सो, राइट? दिस इज़ द स्पिरिचुअल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट. तो आपका दिमाग जो है, जब आप इससे सवाल पूछते हैं तो ये धीरे धीरे जवाब देने लग जाता है आफ्टर कमिंग आउट ऑफ दैट काइंड ऑफ समाधि, विच इज़ फॉर 1 hour or so in the morning, right? And then it gets into creativity. So I deliberately pushed my brain into the memories and I asked my brain that क्या याद है आपको इतने 3-4 दिन में, आपको क्या चीज़ है जिसके ऊपर आप काम करना चाहते हैं? Because the master is awake, the supervisor is awake, and it is asking the instrument called brain to give answers, right? So it says कि जो दिमाग बोला आगे से वो मैं आपको बताती हूँ. कहता है the brain at that time was political, but the spiritual and the highest aspect of it is that it is watching that brain is talking about the politics. कहता है मैं उस दिन गया था सदन में, बहुत शोर सा था. मैं उस दिन गया था सदन में, बहुत शोर सा था. कुछ लोग उन्नति की बात, अपनी अकम्पलिशमेंट्स की बात और अपनी स्ट्रैटेजीज़ की बात और उनकी व्याख्या कर रहे थे, मगर फिर भी और कुछ लोग उसी के ऊपर तानाकशी कर रहे थे. कुछ शोर सा था. उस शोर को देखकर मुझे एक बात याद आई कि यहाँ पे लोगों को बोलने का इतना मौका दिया जाता है, लेकिन एक व्यक्ति ऐसा था जिसे बोलने का इतना मौका दिया गया, लेकिन फिर भी उसने सदन में भी चुप्पी से निभाई थी. और उस चुप्पी पे मुझे उसका एक शेर याद आता है जो उसने कहा था कि माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं, माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं, तू मेरा सब्र तो देख और मेरा इंतज़ार देख. बताइए कि कहाँ पे किसने सदन के किस सेशन में ये शेर बोला था और उस व्यक्ति ने मौन रहकर सदन में कितनी निभाई थी. वी डू एडमायर, वी डू eulogize the efforts of those who used silence as their quality, and in that silence also they worked at their optimum level of capabilities. Needless to say, in the silence, maintaining the silence also, the inside working of the brain doesn't stop. It works better. You ask questions, it will give the answers, right? So, and recently, I'm trying to, if talking of the political field, I do wish that those people who are in isolation, they should come out. I wish all the best for them. And I also feel that all those who are working at the maximum of their capacities day and night, We have to admire their efforts. They are making such good efforts and every sincere endeavor to bring up their countries on that level where they should be in a position to guide the world. We admire those efforts. And at the same time, the resistance from opposition is also required, because otherwise it can't be democracy, right? And we are not looking for autocracy, we are looking for democracy only, right? So let's maintain the spirit of democracy also. एंड एट द सेम टाइम हमने कुछ कुछ ऐसे हादसे भी देखे हैं कि लोग गोली खाने के बावजूद भी अपने देश को सर्व करना चाहते हैं. आई मीन सच एन इंटरेस्टिंग thing that came out of mind, and I felt that, okay, let it go it like this today, because enough of talk about yoga, pranayama and meditation, which we've already done in the morning. We don't leave it, but we don't talk about it. We talk about other things also. So how is it going to be the international scenario, and how the people, what form of government is the most pleasant, and what form of government should be there in the world? These are all things, which mind keeps looking at. And the recent book of Kamala Harris, 107 Days, I haven't read as yet, but I read the review and I got to know that she says it was too less. The time given to her for promotion of the campaign, which related to the task of working as in the capacity of president, was too less. Let's hope so. I think she's again reviving herself to do that again. We just look at everything and we admire the efforts of all those people who have been trying to make contributions for the welfare of the society, because after all, every talk is about that only. And we look at the working of the brain, which is not super brain, but it's a new brain, right? We know about rewiring of the brain. We can always rewire our brain in the field in which we want, and we can connect with the creativity there, because it's not only your amygdala, it's not only your hippocampus, but it's the full brain. So left and right both makes the full brain, and full brain is bliss. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. Stay tuned, happy, healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.